back here at the compound. And yet another move of a desperado. That would be me. A few fridges. Got this thing loaded up. Got some great suggestions on this. Looked for a Snap-on guy, but I gave up looking. It was a great idea, though. I think I'm gonna have to find a saw blade that can cut that stainless steel tube and move on. Now look at here. Oh, so clean. So clean and so empty. I'll take care of that real quick. Hold on, kids. This is an oldie, it's really heavy. General Electric. It's like something from like the 70s. Loaded with copper. I'll get this cord off of here. Got a lot of copper in there. I'll be taking that off. I thought I'd have this thing running by now, that's why I got it loaded up like this, but that's not the case. So I'll move this crap out of the way here and get this stuff out. I'll go over here and grab them 2 fridges. Grab handle. Thing's high up. That one doesn't have a grab handle on the driver's side. Progress being made every day. I got that thing pretty much emptied out of crap. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, yeah, darn chime, you know, remember listening to that crap all last summer. I thought my days of renting these things were way over with, but No. Okay, so for you people that are new to the channel, I'm basically by myself. So this is pretty much a one-man circus. So it's a slow boat to China to get into things that I want to get going, getting the trucks going, getting things up and running. And it's extra hard to do when you are living off of the income. So the money that I'm making, I'm also living off of. So oftentimes there's very little left over. And it would take a lot more than just a little bit to make it really go. So people are like, why don't you get rid of? They won't make any difference. I've gotten rid of, over the past year, I got rid of 15 vehicles. No difference. Nothing. I mean, it didn't move the meter either way. Put it that way. Yep. So the value of a scrap vehicle is so low that, you know, the difference that you're going to get out of it, it's just it's not going to help my situation. All of the stuff, I don't know if you still have battery power, but all of the stuff was bought a long time ago, okay? And to buy it now, to get rid of it, and then, you know, I want to be big, okay? To rebuy something like that would be cost prohibitive. I just wouldn't have the money. I wouldn't be able to replace it. Once I scrap it, like if I was to scrap that big yellow truck over there, maybe I'd get $500. That would go for the rent for a month, okay? It wouldn't do anything. All these things were bought during the George Bush years, okay? When the price of the scrap was sky high. I mean, it was way high. This is before the economic crash, which happened once the big money, okay? I know a lot of you don't believe in it, but once the really big money realized, obviously Bush wasn't going to win. He already served 8 years. But once the big money realized, well, first of all, there's no Republican that's going to win. This is back in 2008. So it was between Hillary and Obama. Once the big money realized that Obama was definitely going to win, that's when the economy, go back, look at history. I know the economy got shaky in 2007, okay? Well, the real crash happened, started in August of 2008. And by near the end of the year, the car companies were all bankrupt. And the scrap metal price was $25 a ton. It went from $380 a ton. That's US dollars. $380 a ton to $25 a ton in a matter of 3 months. So, when times were that prosperous, I was like, oh wow, you know, I bought stuff and I was doing great. And well, when Trump got elected, okay, the economy started taking off. Right, look, don't listen to me. Look at history. The scrap metal prices immediately, like within a week, started climbing. Okay, this is before he even took office. 2016, the first week of November. The past couple of years, I've been renting warehouses, banking on the fact that the economy would once again soar And yeah, it's doing way better than it was before, but it's not doing as good as it could. And I'm hoping this is the year. I mean, 2018 wasn't the worst. Well, it's going to take scrapping like $300 a ton steel. Steel is the meal. And things will be firing on all 8 cylinders. If that happens, I'll be moving like a ball of fire, because I know I'm counting on, we got 2 years left. If it doesn't look like he's going to get reelected, I can guarantee you, mark my words, look back at this video, the economy will start tanking sometime around August of 2020. If it looks like he's not going to win re-election. It's just, you don't have to like the guy or support him or anything like that. The facts are the facts. I mean, you know, that's where the big money's at. And I don't know about you, but I've never worked for a poor person in my entire life, other than maybe Jesus Christ, okay? But besides that, putting gas in the gas tank and food on the table, or at least food through the window, takes money. I know a lot of people are cringing and they don't agree with me, but it is what it is. I actually got this refrigerator from Miss Tidy Whitey next door. Can you believe it? Well, actually, the husband. Let's put it out there. That's cast aluminum there. I actually know how to make a mess, don't I? Alright, kids. Time to get that real tripod that I got. This dang thing is heavy. Hey, I found a nickel. Oh, I'm almost out of juice here. I can give this a heave-ho. Should I leave them laying down or stand them up? That is the question. I don't think there's room really. Getting bound up on the floor. Yeah. Not quite enough room. I actually thought that there was. Scrap life is not easy. It's probably the hardest job that there is, actually. You make it hard, Kingdom. Okay. be at the warehouse. You could be at the. When people say, you could be at the scrapyard breaking your stuff. Yeah, okay. Fever pitch. And breathing in all that everybody else's dust. Oh, thank you. Well, that's a mighty tight fit there. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is going to work very well. When I was watching your video, I was hoping that you would probably put it on top of those. Sure. Or you could turn it sideways. True. But then you have this big hollow part right here. Well, the only hollow part is your head. Yeah. There's nothing to grab onto on the bottom. Like to put your fingers under there, you can't even do it. A helper. Why don't I have one then? If I had a helper, the job wouldn't be any easier. I would have to find even more scrap just to stay where I'm at, because I have to pay the helper. You'd get more stuff done. True, but I have to find more stuff. Finding more stuff costs more gasoline. It costs more being awake time. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I have the energy for it, honestly. To which everything I say, there's a retort. It looks like you don't have the energy to do it right now. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to happen, is the stuff to fall out of the inside here. A great experiment of laying them on the side, because somebody suggested, one of my subscribers suggested lay them down flat and you can fill the inside with a bunch of junk, which the idea sounded plausible, but it doesn't work. Okay, so you made your suggestion, you seen me struggle, you got your jollies. Ha! Look at that guy struggle! I told him to do something and he did it, actually. Yep. I'm dumb enough to listen. Actually, this is a demonstration video that I've been doing this long enough to know, actually, I love with you. I already knew it wasn't going to work. I just wanted to make the video and prove it, I guess. I don't know. You could use a helper still. Yeah, you're right. I could use a helper, but there's a... Through the lens of this camera, you just don't see the whole picture. I would have to find twice as much stuff. And that thing does not get great gas mileage. And I would have to be on the streets even longer and longer and longer. And never be home. So then why have a house? So then why have a family if you're never going to see anybody? All you are is a money machine. You know, the whole thing. We're human. Well, I won't claim to be human, but I would imagine most of you guys watching this goofy crap probably are. I step outside of the truck because I'm like, I'm a little bit phased. I'm going to take that bad boy apart, I think. Flip those things up. So, what I want to do is find some smalls so I can put up on that attic thing up there. When I fill that with smalls, then maybe I'll take the microwave, I'll put that in there, and then maybe, I don't know. There's some steel, that's some quality metal. I know, I'm driving everybody crazy. Just get to work, Kingdom! It's a video, okay? Probably not going to show all the work done. Hey, even like these far more like famous channels, definitely taco stacks. Okay, you never really actually see them doing any of the work. Or Tucker Upper, you might see him. Yeah, he does some of the work on camera, but most of it's off camera. Like if he's doing something boring, like cutting the grass or something, puts that on fast forward. Smalls, you know, such as this kind of stuff right here. You can scrap that cattle. That's my first car. Yeah, it was 15. Oh, it's not doing you any good now. Oh. I don't know. I'm planning on fixing it a little bit at a time. See, actually, for as old as this thing is, 42 years old, it's not really rusted out that bad, except for the hood. And the reason why the hood rusted out like this is because I started doing body work on it. See, there's one spot of primer right there. I had this all sanded down to bare metal, and I got onto something else and didn't touch it again, except to work on the motor every now and then. Every now and then I fire it up. I know nobody believes me, but yeah, no, it runs. It runs. The gas tank is non-existent, so I have to put like a Coca-Cola bottle, put that under the hood, you know, maybe 1 liter of gas, and it just that 1 liter of gas pretty much just gets sucked into the carburetor, and it'll run for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then that liter of gas is gone already. Of course, after you run it for a while, it doesn't burn the gas as quickly. It's just when you first fire it up, because it has a carburetor, it's not fuel injected. So it's a mechanical fuel pump. Another thing is about that car right there is Rolls-Royce used the same transmission and the same power steering, the exact same power steering system, and what else? Air conditioning system. Same thing. So the transmission, power steering, the gearbox, and the pump. So, Rolls-Royce dipped into the General Motors Cadillac parts bin, I guess. Probably better than anything that they could have made.